Yo, Guda, is this fucking mic on? Man, welcome to the GINN podcast. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Welcome to the GINN podcast. What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the GINN podcast. Shit, I believe this is going to be episode 58. Yeah, we're gonna run this at 58. So this one should be out next week. Man, the last one I put out was with one of my idols. He was he was my manager back at back in 2012, 2013. So we've been riding together for a long time. So if you've seen that episode, you know what I'm talking about. If you worked where I worked back in that time, shout out to you for actually watching that show. It's live right now, so go ahead and go peep that. It's called Running the Actual Restaurant Business. I don't remember the other title names, but yeah, we'll run with that shit. But man, I haven't been in the fucking studio for damn near 2.5 weeks. We did that episode, previous one, via Zoom, so obviously I didn't have to come to the studio for that one. But shit, man, I've been grinding. I've been shit. It's just pretty crazy to come back into the studio and set this whole shit up. But this actual guest, we'll get right into it. This actual guest was here a couple months ago. He was, I believe he was putting on a performance for, I think it was called Call Your Friends, and then did that, and then after that, definitely wanted him to get back because there's some things that I felt like we didn't elaborate, and that's just coming from me on a personal level. We didn't elaborate more on his story. And then again, too, it was just like kind of perfect timing because he's also releasing something as well. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's fucking get it. But Roland, what's up, dog?
What's up, my guy?
How you doing, bro?
Shit, I'm happy to be here, bro. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, last time you were here, so it was like mid-June. You were with Sneed. You were with Who Cut Ya. So,
Right.
I mean, if the people have seen that episode, shout out to y'all. But again, round two with him by himself, solo dolo.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, I just want to get a little backstory because there's a ton of questions I want to ask you because obviously you make music.
Yes, sir.
In my eyes, you're probably one of the people that are putting on with the fashion.
No, for sure.
Your style is definitely unique, and that's the first thing I caught whenever you pulled up the last time to the studio.
For
and then on top of that, we follow each other on Instagram, follow each other
Yes,
on Twitter. So pictures you posted was just I can tell you have that sense of style, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, for sure.
But shit, man, how you been? Like this past couple months been kind of wild.
Shit, man. I mean, just trying to find balance still. Like I said the last time, just working on the craft as well as being with my family. You know, relationship shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, so just trying to balance everything.
So I wanna get into, you're from San Antonio, right?
Yes, sir.
So what side of town are you from?
I'm from the west side. I'm from the west side of San Antonio. Actually, like right off of General McMullen and Castroville Road.
Oh shit, yeah. So you're not that far.
Nah, no, hell no.
That's what's up, bro. How was that, man? Because obviously, like I said before, you make music. So does like San Antonio, does the side of town you grew up on kind of have an effect on the music?
For sure. I think, and two, I haven't always just lived on that one side, but I was raised there. I spent most of my life there. So, but I think people from my side that I grew up listening to, it's been my music. I feel like my music is different from them. I'm probably not too much different from them or as much as I think, but I think what I've listened to or like ingested and kept around me or really like studied has a lot to do with my sound or being from that side plus what I've studied. You know what I mean? I don't do it for that. You know what I'm saying? And I do it because I love it or I'm in love with it. And I that's a plus. That's all. Like to get recognition is always a plus. So I'm not. It's dope to make lineups. I mean, I've been on like some shit, but I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
As far as that, you're right. You know, we're on the same race, bro. So
Yeah.
I think it's better when I don't I make better music when I don't compete.
Hey,
I don't really like to compete with nobody. Like,
nah, bro, I get that because
you know?
you're at peace with yourself.
Yes, sir.
So there's no type of stress or there's no type of heated situations going on where you have to worry about
Yeah.
that can actually fuck up your craft.
Yeah.
So I think I think it was Drake, bro. Whenever his shit was popping off with Pusha T,
Yeah. I love Pusha T.
yeah.
By the way, goddamn, Pusha T murdered Drake.
No, you know
dog.
what? We can actually talk about that.
For sure.
He did, bro. And that shit. But his second song after the fucking Duppy freestyle was, yeah, he just lit some flames. He went
Yeah.
in on fucking 40 talking about his illness, which was
Yeah.
fucking.
That was crazy, bro. That's like, I think that this was like the closest. That this was the closest thing to Nas's Ether. Honestly,
Yeah.
like our modern day, because I really haven't heard nobody do that. Like even the Kendrick joint, they were saying, what was that joint where he name drop everybody? To me, I personally didn't think that was that hard, bro. Like,
It was most recent too. It was like less than a month ago. I know what you're talking about.
no, well, this one was
Oh.
older. I can't even remember the name, bro. But he calls out everybody. It's really like competition, but he's not like shitting on them or like getting too personal. But I think personally, and he's trying to like just destroy his whole character. That's what Pusha T was going for.
Do you think with Drake responding, do you think he would have came up with some crazy ass shit, or you think Pusha was just?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of sounded like a bluff, bro. Like if he was really like that, or if he really had something, you would say it, dog.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna just. I mean, he did take that. To me personally, he took the L, but
Yeah, for sure.
Drake is like some. I was thinking about this recently too, and like I'm not a big Drake like rapper songs. Like his R&B shit is super dope to me. You know, like I can't even front. Like I'll be lying if I said I didn't listen to no fucking Drake. But I don't ride around like listening to Drake like that. But I could respect what he's done. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was watching just a random little interview, and I think it was like him and Diddy live and shit. And man, shit, he's been around for already like 15 years, bro. So I mean, shit, he's doing something right. You know, he's still in the game, or he's one of the biggest in the game right now.
Yeah, I think Fat Joe was talking about how if there was like a Michael Jackson award right now, it would be Drake. It would be Drake.
I mean, he could make a lot of songs, and like, I think me too. Like, I always write my own shit. You know, like, so it's a little like, it is disappointing to hear like, oh, he don't write all his shit, but not everybody does now, you know, or not even now. It's been like that, bro. It's just now. I think R&B writers or country writers, and that's more known that, oh, so and so wrote it for them. But I mean, it's really been the same thing in hip hop. Like Dre has a verse from Kendrick on that the recipe joint. That shit is like, it's a crazy joint, you know. Or but Easy, I mean Cube and Easy and all, you know, a lot of people write for other people.
Yeah, I didn't know Still Dre was written by Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay.
I didn't know that shit until like 6 months ago, bro. I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't even know. The craziest shit about it, this is how bad I am at fucking hip hop, is like, I didn't even know Dre was in the game at that point. I mean, Jay-Z was in the game at that point. But that just goes to show like this.
It's deep, bro. Even like, I didn't even know that like for a long time that Kanye had did like so much shit for Jay before.
Yeah.
He has, you know, he's done big records, bro. Kanye's had Grammys before, you know. He got a Grammy before Nas, but it's for production, which you can't take shit away from that. But Kanye's legend too, bro. Like production wise, everything.
Let's backtrack a little bit, bro.
Sure.
So from San Antonio, growing up, where did the whole music thing come from? Like, fuck, I think I can do this. I think, or even before that, like this kind of interests me.
Yeah, no. So like, definitely just grew up around music. As a kid, my mom used to play like the Bee Gees. She would listen to like B.I.G. She would listen to Diddy. but still like listen to like some alternative shit, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
or like Pearl Jam or numerous shit, bro,
yeah.
crazy. So I used to have this 6 CD changer, and yeah, I would sleep by that shit, bro. Like I would if I got in
Yeah.
trouble, they'd probably take everything away from me. And then as long as I had the little 6 CD changer, I was straight.
Yeah.
There and then from there, bro, it was like one of the biggest moments, like where I knew, like, all right, this is something I want to do. My uncle, every time he would do a store run, he would ask my mom, can I take Ryan on? It's my middle name. Can I
Mhm.
take Ryan on the ride? So, bro, every time we would get in, he would play like some Cypress Hill or some fucking Cube. Vividly remember listening to America's Most Wanted from Ice Cube. Um, shit, man, I'm DJ Quick.
Damn, you didn't hear that too
Oh,
often.
bro, and I was probably like 9 years old,
Yeah.
bro. Like old enough to know, but not really. Not I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I also had my mother's best friend. His name was Morris, and this is like really where I got like being fresh and you know what I'm saying, or just being clean, presentable from. And he used to come by the house and drop me off just like burnt CDs of crazy shit, bro. Like
Mhm.
the clips, you know, the Pusha, Tupac, uh, but just shit that wasn't on the radio, but shit that I still listen to
Yeah.
today, you know. But once I heard that, bro, in my mind, I mean, I didn't say it out loud. I wasn't running around telling everybody, but probably like when I was around 10, like that's when I was like, all right, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, yeah, man. Nah, bro, same way, man. I don't remember my mom listening to hip hop that much.
Yeah,
Maybe the old school shit. Like I remember a Nas record.
yeah,
But she was more on the um like the singing Nas, like rule the world
yeah.
Nas,
Oh,
like
for
shit like
sure,
that.
classic,
Like
bro.
that. And I remember she was huge on alternative. So there's a Creed. She used to listen to
Oh,
Creed
for
all the
sure,
time.
for
That was
sure,
back when fucking Creed was doing their thing.
for sure. I
So that
remember
was
that.
huge with her, and she's still listens to that. And I think the whole thing with that is, I mean, he kind of brings well Creed or the actual group. They kind of just talk about the whole like religion,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think that's when she actually started to jump into religion because before that her life was pretty tough. So she kind of jumped into that, and then it kind of just switched. And
That's
then that's
crazy.
when I started realizing what music was and the
How it could
lyrics
change, yeah,
and how it
change
made me
you.
feel
Yeah.
and just all types of shit. So nah, I get it.
Hell yeah.
I get it.
I listened to fucking I remember listening to Creed. I had like a older cousin who put me on like Nirvana and
Yeah,
fucking Tool and Godsmack and Linkin Park, you know what I
yeah.
mean? That was a shit too, bro. I listened to all and you think about it like that shit, they were rapping, bro. Linkin Park was fucking rapping. The Linkin Park and Jay-Z project was fucking crazy.
Oh,
I remember when that shit
I,
came out, dog.
I heard that, or I didn't hear that, but I saw they posted like a throwback on TikTok
Oh,
one
bro,
or
they
a
did it
couple.
live one time. They have that shit live, and it's just like crazy to see.
Yeah.
I mean, because too, you got all these fucking artists collabing now, so that was like
Mhm.
that was like bridging the gap,
Oh, between the hip hop
just like
and
hip hop and well, I mean, actually, let me reframe that shit because Run DMC used to do that shit, and so they're pioneers of that shit, but definitely our generation, that was like our Run DMC moment. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The J, but for sure, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Rock was a big fucking had a big influence on me too, for sure.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. You said that it's fucking
Yeah.
it's basically rapping, but in just a different form.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think that just comes with I guess music in general, because you have to put
Mhm.
this kind of sense of poetry, shit that just rhymes together into
Mhm.
the actual craft. So when you go into different genres like that, it just makes more sense. And especially when Jay just did that shit when collaborate with a whole different type of
Yeah,
genre. It
bro,
just shows.
that was like he knew he had already I felt like mastered rap and he
Mhm.
was like, yo, like, watch, I'm about to do this shit now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Watch
yeah.
what I'm about to do.
Yeah, we were talking off air about certain, I guess, certain facts and certain shit, and
Oh, hell
obviously
yeah.
you just brought up Rum DMC, and
Right.
you know a ton of shit.
Yeah, yeah, just
Yeah, yeah.
useless shit.
So what I was gonna ask you is, what's the most like randomest thing that you know that most people don't think you know?
Shit, man. I think, and this my close friends have heard me say it, but to me, it's like the coolest story. So, as I was telling you, when I used to go to the grocery store with my mom, every time I would go, I was already maybe about 12, 13. When I'd go to the grocery store, I'd head straight to the magazine aisle and I would grab a double XL or a Vibe magazine. And I remember vividly one time reading on Method Man. I love Method Man. He's probably, if he's not my favorite member of the Wu Tang, it had to be Raekwon. I always looked up to Quan, but so I read one time on his joint with Mary J. Blige, "You're All I Need," that they had Diddy was like begging him to do like a sweet, not sweet, but like a hip hop R&B bass record, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't trying to sell out. He wasn't trying to. He says it like vividly. I wasn't trying to go out like LL Cool J. Like I'm not trying to be sexy. Like if I do this shit, it's gonna be like the way I would do a love song, like it, you know. So he told Diddy like the only way I'm finna do this song is if you have Mary J. Blige come do the hook for me. And Diddy was like, done. And he was like, all right, well, that's not all I want. He told him, I want next year's Mercedes that comes out and I'll do the record for you. And Diddy told him, it's done. That's probably like one of the coolest shit. I mean, it's not too crazy, but I mean that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To have that like that pull, and it's like a still a big record to me. That's one of the best. That's one of the best hip
Hmm.
hop R&B, collab to me personally ever made.
Yeah, yeah, bro. No, that's crazy. I didn't even know shit like that happens, bro.
Yeah,
Do you
bro.
think that shit like that happens today? Like, hey,
Yeah.
you do this record, but shit, give me the fucking next Phantom that comes out next
You
year.
know what I mean? I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Or they really, if they like I know rappers buy each other gifts, so it could be like, you know what, like don't pay me for that shit. And it's love too, because
Hmm.
I could see myself like blessing the homie with something, you know what I mean? And I know the homie, like me and the homies be buying each other random shit, like just on some cool shit,
Yeah, yeah.
like if I see some shit he like, I'm like, I know he fuck with that. And if it's the same shit, or yo, I'm out here, you want some shit from here. So it's love. I think it's shit like that happens, but I'm sure, bro. I'm sure people
Yeah,
be
yeah,
bartering and shit for music. I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't see why you wouldn't.
yeah. What's so the whole thing with buying shit was, yeah, I'm same way, man. Especially with my close friends,
Yeah.
family for sure too as
Yeah, for
well.
sure.
Especially my immediate family, my brothers and sisters, because them motherfuckers are shit. When I didn't even have my friends, they were the people that actually were just like when I going back when you would get in trouble,
Yeah.
I would get in trouble too, and those are the people that I would just chill with whenever I
Yeah,
was inside
lean
the
on.
house. Yeah, yeah.
Lean on them.
And to top it all off, bro, supposedly I'm the youngest, so I was the worst.
Ah.
So everybody is older than me, and apparently I'm not too sure because I don't remember anything like before 6, 7 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
So no idea, man. But yeah, it's just wild to see like just people gifting each other. Yeah, that just goes to show like fucking rich get richer, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just like, man, life's short, bro. For real. Not to be on like some super deep shit, but it's like, man, it's my homie.
Yeah.
Like, let me show some love. Or I be trying to give everybody their flowers, bro. Like, just because some people just deserve to hear it, or
Mhm.
maybe I personally think they don't hear it enough. So it's really all love. I know a lot of people say that, oh, it's all love, but at the end of it all, bro, they ain't. I rather love somebody than hate them, to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. So
Yeah, man, I got no hate for nobody, and that just comes with just maturing, bro. Because there's
yeah,
certain shit that I just used to despise, man, and it just took up so much fucking energy and
oh
passion
yeah,
for
for
me.
sure.
And then once I just was like, "Fuck it, I'm not doing any of this," shit just started to change. It wasn't even the way I was thinking. Like literally, stuff I wasn't even controlling started to change, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, "This has an effect. Let me do it some more."
Hmm.
So that really brings out a lot in me. I'm sure in other people as well. But
Sure.
I was gonna ask you because this is a huge thing, and this is something I don't understand. So when people give there's some people out there that think that I guess showing love or being a fan or giving
Yeah.
people flowers is corny and whack.
Yeah.
So
I think that's corny to not or like to be an undercover fan, bro. It's more corny than actually showing love. Like, I don't care what anybody does. Like, if it's cool to me, bro, and I like it, I'm finna wear it. Or like, I don't care what the fuck they made it, who the fuck made it, really. I mean, don't get me wrong though, because if a person is like a shitty person, like, and I know they're a shitty person, I'm not finna be supporting their shit, man. Just to be completely real, bro.
yeah,
But if I don't know them, say if they're across the world, bro, and it's fresh, and I tell anybody that
yeah,
shit is cool, dude. Like, I really don't care. And it got to a point because at first I think growing up, you're like, oh, I don't want to wear that shit. Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's it's like, and I don't wear it no more, but it's like when Champion recently, like, it's like it was $3, $4 in Walmart. Virgil put a fucking screen print on it, and people were paying $200 for some Champion. I ain't gonna front. I wanted them too.
Yeah.
But I now look at Champion. I mean, it gave Champion. I'm sure Virgil made some type of bucks, or he got fucking sued for that off that move. But it gave some light to Champion, and now Champion was able to be put in. Now you go everywhere, bro. You go any fucking store, you could find some
Urban Outfitters,
You know what I mean?
fucking Zoomies.
Yeah.
Like man, this was like 2 weeks ago. I was up at Lock and Terra. I was up in Zoomies just finding like just t-shirts and
yeah.
fucking Champion hoodie was $70.
Dog.
I was like, what
Bro,
the
I remember
fuck?
grabbing them for less than $7 or
Yeah.
$8 a piece, But that goes to show too, like, Virgil had so much. See, I'm not even gonna front on that either. So Virgil's one of Kanye's best friends, right? But I mean, it's not like everybody knew that. I know I didn't. I mean, maybe some people that are super deep into it, you know what I mean? They knew that, but I think that was like his first drop or one of his first drops. And then he printed on too. He was putting on rugby, polo rugby. He was literally leaving the fucking that tag on there and then just printing his shit on it. But I think once they saw him do that, or just being so like, I don't give a fuck about them, like, or I just like their material, I'm gonna print on it. That made him what he is today. It's like he's still fucking doing. Sometimes he does wacky shit, bro. To be honest, it's not like super fly. Like, it's some wacky shit, and all of it's based on what, like, street signs and all this shit, and it's fresh. I ain't gonna front, like, it's not, but it's his name that he has behind it. Like, it's almost like, it's like Ye, not almost like Ye. It's like Ye has put out so much good music now, and he was like, okay, now I'm gonna fuck with clothes. You already know I make good music. Now y'all gonna off rip believe, all right, he makes good clothes. And then the sneakers came in, and now he's with fucking Gap, bringing drops with Gap and shit.
I seen that.
Crazy, bro. But
I seen that.
It's just being a good artist. Like, even despite all the shit that they say, oh, Kanye's crazy, he's, to me, I really don't think he's crazy. He might be like bipolar or some shit, you know what I mean? But I think everybody's a little bit fucking bipolar in their life. Like, I always believe, like, we all have some type of mental disorder that we don't even fucking know about. So he's a creative artist, bro, really.
Yeah, bro. So there's two things I want to touch on. First thing is, if you don't know who we're talking about, you live under a fucking rock. And you're not in like streetwear or shoes or anything like that. Virgil, he owns a brand called Off-White. So he's collaborated with obviously Nike, Jordans. He has his own shit. And he's
fucking the head of Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that too. That was huge recently. I mean, maybe a year ago or it was a while ago. He kind of jumped into that position, but so that's that. And then on top of that, the whole, like, just not disorder, but I think some people just have that craziness within them, bro. Like, for instance, so like, let's just say we'll go back to Pusha T or just Kanye or just some of these big artists. Let's not do Kanye because Kanye is, we just finished talking about it. Let's do Pusha T. So like, let's just say some of his shit early on didn't work out, or he wasn't making music and it wasn't popping off like like it should have been.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have some type of craziness or something that goes in your
Yeah.
head to keep getting up every single morning to keep doing what you love to do.
Bro.
And that's the shit that trips me out with people that I see, with you, with
Yeah.
myself, with my friends, with the people you make music with. Is
Yeah.
like you wake up every single day to do this one thing that you like doing,
Mhm.
and you might not be the biggest shit ever. You might not be
Yeah.
bringing in as much as you would want,
Yeah.
but
You're doing it.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that trips me out,
Yeah,
man.
bro. No, for sure. I feel like shit. I was watching that interview earlier with Dom and,
Yeah, yeah.
and Talib Kweli, and he's like, yo, man, like everybody starts at a certain point where it's like, well, you sound crazy. To me, it sounds crazy, bro. Like, it sounds crazy to go somewhere still, and then people will be like, yo, like, what do you do? I'm just like, I rap. So I make hip hop music. And they're probably looking at me crazy, like, man, he's another rapper. But I mean, I'm into a lot of different other shit too. I had this line like in my head about it's not hard to be motivated because I got people all around me, all my friends, bro. They all have businesses. They all conduct themselves like businessmen.
Mhm.
They all have respect for each other. But it's not hard to be motivated. It's hard to stay focused because there's so much shit going on. Right? And it's hard to just do, like you said, you wake up and you want to do one thing. But you gotta really buckle down on shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
It is. You got to be a little bit crazy to
Yeah.
say I'm about to just risk my whole life on rapping, you know,
Or not even that, bro. So a good thing
or whatever.
is,
it is,
yeah,
whatever it is.
just shit in general. Shit, I don't know, fucking shit, fitness, your job,
Mhm.
your career, you're
Yeah.
fucking going to college. Like there's
Yeah.
all these decisions that you can make that you're just sacrificing so much for. It's like,
Mhm.
damn, is this really worth it? But you got to be that in tune with yourself to figure
Yeah.
out, like, damn, I really want to do this. I really can see myself doing it.
Mhm.
You really transition well into the whole fashion thing too.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I want to talk to you about, because the last time you were here, you had a fit on.
Yeah.
I mean, we both got fitteds on too as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
those are popping now, which
Yeah, for sure.
which is wild to even see. Because
Yeah, it was an era too back growing up.
yeah, man. Because so there was, this is a little backstory. There was a little point in time. Shit, it was maybe about 2 years ago, bro, where I just donated like 50 fitteds because it wasn't, not to say I'm on a trend, but it was just
Nah,
like
yeah.
fuck. It was,
You didn't
maybe
even
I am
wear
fuck
'em.
it, yeah, but I
yeah.
wasn't even wearing them. And I'm like, then they started putting patches on the side.
But
People
it's-
started coming out with
It's fucking hard. Though, the
different
patches, though.
designs,
Yeah.
and like, man, I'm like, fuck. So there's pictures on my Instagram story that I've posted before, and I'm just like, dog, I was getting to fitteds because I was a huge Yankees fan back in I think it was like 2009, maybe it was around that era. They won a World Series, and
Yeah.
that was probably the first time I ever saw what a fitted was, because I didn't even know what it was. And then
Yeah.
I had my mom had a boyfriend at the time that was
Yeah.
really huge into fitteds, and he was rocking the fitteds too. And then I was just like, let me just cop a hat.
For sure.
And then it just never ending after that. And then obviously now it's just brought up the collection even more, and then they come up with different designs.
It's
But
crazy.
yeah, man. So
I love, man. I remember like every Friday I would be like on some shit with my mom. Like, yo, I need a new hat.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Me and my homie, rest in peace to my homie James. He would always wear original Yankee fitted. So every time you see me wearing it, it's definitely because I'm a huge Yankee fan. I'm wearing a fucking Dodgers hat, but I'm just a fan of baseball. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, dog, I felt that though. For a long time, all I would wear was Yankee hats. I wouldn't wear no other fucking team, you know.
No, yeah.
But yeah, definitely, bro. That shit it's crazy because it was dead for a little bit and then
Mhm.
it just fucking hit. And now it's
Mhm.
crazy. You can't even you got to be like on your fucking phone like
Yeah.
click it immediately to get the shit that you want.
Yeah, bro. I compare it to shoes, bro, because it's the exact same shit.
Yeah, no, for
Like
sure.
huge. I mean, if you're familiar with fitteds, Hat Club is a huge one. There's
Yeah.
other,
Yeah.
just that's probably the most mainstream that most people know about. There's other little mom and pop boutiques throughout the United States that kind of ship
Mhm.
here and there. So that's what I kind of been on. And same deal with you, bro. I fell in love with not in love, but I just like the game of baseball. And then so I have different teams and
Yeah.
and shit like that. And the
For
other,
sure, man.
this was, man, I think I was in San Francisco a couple
You
months
got
ago.
that one in San Fran?
Which one?
That joint you wearing?
No, I have another one. I have a red San Francisco hat that
Oh, okay.
I bought, and I was wearing it, and this guy, I think we were in like a grocery store, and this guy was just, he told me a random person's name off of San Francisco Giants team, and I was just like, yeah. Had no fucking idea what he was talking about.
No, I feel
But
it.
I'm just like, that just comes with this, I guess, the
Fashion and
yeah.
style. I mean, you know, it's like a fucking big joke when somebody wears like a rock shirt and they're like, "Yo, name 5 songs."
Yeah.
Name 5 players. But yeah, I feel it. I love baseball too, bro. Baseball was like, that's what I thought I was gonna do. If it wasn't making hip hop music, I was gonna try to play baseball.
Yeah, you play baseball when you're growing up?
Oh, bro.
That's what's up, bro. That's a random fact.
Yeah, bro. That's it, man. Like all my homies who grew up with me, like know my love for this shit, you know. But I've always been huge into baseball.
Yeah, man, I got you. The question I was asked before I got into the whole fitted thing and went off track a little bit, but the fashion. So you're rocking Babe, you got some other shit you're really into. So where did that whole love for fashion come from?
Man, really, it's my mom. My mom put me on that shit. So I have both my parents, but my mom raised me. I spent more time with my mom, and shit, yeah, like young shit, you know. So I was born in '92. From what I remember, like vividly, like as a kid going to elementary, we used to do of course the polo boots, polo sport, Tommy Hilfiger, Nautica. We used to do like the fucking leather belts, the little leather weave belts. I'd always tuck my shit in. My uncle used to buy me like Jordans and shit like that, so that's where I got like the shoe. And he wasn't like heavy on it, but as I got older, I of course you start doing research or you start hearing the homies at school like, oh yeah, the 13s. And you're like, fuck the 13s, you know. I'm probably like in 5th grade, you know, 6th grade, but I started collecting, bro. But definitely my mom. My mom used to like, even too, like this is facts, bro. My mom used to give me GQ magazines growing up. So like, even if I wasn't gonna read the whole shit, I knew like, you know, okay, this dude's wearing a brown fucking belt. I'm gonna wear brown shoes and a brown watch. But and her back to the homie that I was saying, his name was Morris. He used to give me CDs, and he was one of the he gave me the first watch like I ever owned, and he put me on that game. It was like a black band, so he's like, if you wear this one, wear some black shoes, or if you're gonna wear your belt, coordinate. Just how to coordinate, and but yeah, bro. I mean, my grandfather too. My grandfather was like very. He grew up in a house of, I want to say it's 15 or 16 kids, bro.
Oh, fuck.
And but he would always say like, man, make the little you got seem like a lot or as much as you can. And just always like clean yourself up. And to be completely honest, right now, I was embarrassed to come over here because I didn't have a haircut, right? And I'm thinking like, but shit, I'm like, this is me, bro. Like it's my people don't like me because of my fucking haircut. You know what I'm saying? Or shit like that. Like I'm a human being.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but just staying clean, bro. I think that's like the big thing with even the fashion. Like you don't have to wear these fucking big brands, or you don't have to dress like Travis Scott, bro, or you don't have to, you know what I mean? Like just keep yourself clean or keep yourself groomed. That's like I think always been key for me.
Yeah, man, no, I feel that. And especially the whole thing with me is just be yourself, man. Because there's stuff out there that shit that I wear that not a lot of people wear, and it's just weird to see. But was your mom a huge, like, was she into fashion a little bit? Just wear shit here and there?
Yeah, she put me on so much shit, bro. Like the reason I'm a Yankee fan is because my mom, because I always see my mom with a Yankee hat.
Yeah.
We would go to watch the games. But yeah, she was on game, bro. Like she talks. If you sit down and talk with her, like she's gonna talk about Johnny Versace, or she's gonna talk about she's into perfumes. You know, she's a huge collection, bro. Like yeah, I don't even know who put her on that. I think she just I don't know. That's something I probably gotta ask.
Yeah.
Now.
huge thing, bro, too. And you said it earlier was the fucking polo boots, bro.
Oh man,
Dog, I remember having some fucking polo boots
the
with
duck
some,
boots, the duck
yeah,
hunting boots, man. They were so fresh, bro.
yeah, man. Pulling up to fucking Poteet
You
and
know,
fucking copying some polo boots. I don't even know if they're real or not, but they're fucking,
dog.
they're
Yes,
there.
yeah. The fucking you'd hit the quinceañera
Yeah, yeah.
with the button down and the polo boots, dog.
Hilarious.
Dog.
Hilarious. I remember the shit. Speaking of shoes, I remember the first time. I don't think I've ever told this story on the podcast. First time
Damn.
I ever got into Jordans, or just shoes in general, because I had no idea, was T.I.'s video, Whatever You Like. He's on his jet
Yeah.
and he's wearing a pair of sixes. I want to say it's the DMP sixes.
Yeah.
I
The
can't,
black pair.
yeah, the black pair. I want to say it's that, but the only reason why I think it's not, or it might, I know it's the sixes for sure for the bottom of the sole.
Yeah.
And I don't think any other shoe at that time, because I know there's some remixes on that with the bottom of the bottom of the shoe. But so is that, and then my buddy, he was rocking some 5 Fusions at the time.
Yeah.
And Fusions were obviously, I mean, they're kind of looked down upon.
Yeah, no,
or at the time, or maybe even.
I don't think I ever owned a pair of Fusions.
Yeah, yeah.
But the fives were the 5, it was like a 5 with the Air Force One bottom.
Bottom,
right?
yeah.
And there was some that were kind of cool. I can't even front. But I don't think I owned a pair.
Yeah. So he had some Fusions on, and then he started, shout out to my boy T, man. He put me on game on the actual Jordan thing. And
That's
then,
real.
Yeah, from there, it was just never ending, bro. We started looking up retros. We started looking up the whole lineup from 1s to, I think 23 was at the time.
Yeah.
So it was 2008. So I think the 23s just released, and those are fucking hard too as well.
I remember the 23s for sure.
Yeah, man. So going back to the whole fashion thing, what's like the coolest or just the brand you fuck with the most, whether if it's mainstream or whether if it's not mainstream?
Shit, man. I mean, I like Old Babe. Of course, I love Old Babe. And like lately though, I haven't even like been buying like crazy like designer shit. If you know me, I love Stussy. Stussy's like my favorite fucking brand, to be honest. So I need to retract that. But I'll buy I like the older pieces, bro. I like when they were made in Mexico. Or they even the shits from the USA are actually the most expensive ones, and they're cool. But I like the a couple years after. I might be tripping because I think they're starting to print in Mexico again, but definitely Stussy, and again, my uncle put me on that shit when I grew up, and he would wear like Yaga. It's another like surf brand. But I wear pro clubs and shit, bro. Like I'll be chilling. Like I don't really try to get too crazy with it. But I love ice cream still. I'm my biggest for sure, one of my biggest influences is Pharrell. So I still wear the fucking ice cream sneakers. I like older Babe, like I said, but I'm wearing some DL shit. Shout out to the DL's boys, shout out to my boy Banco G, for holding me down. But yeah, man, shit, I love to see like my friends too. I like to wear my friends shit. I think that shit is, I'd rather give my friends my money than give some fool that I don't even know, my money.
I fuck with that too. And you mentioned something. This was from the last podcast that I remember too, was the Pharrell thing. Well, speaking of Pharrell, was the whole Pharrell fronting video, and that's kind of where he just introduced you to the whole, I guess, game. But that's probably, and I vividly remember this. I don't know if I said on the last podcast. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was the actual same thing that I got into music too. That was the first song on BET 106 in Park that kind of put me onto the whole game. I was in my parents were divorced at this time, so I was staying at my dad's house for the weekend.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't even think he was letting me even see BET. That's how fucking a dick he was. That's how much he wasn't into fucking culture.
Yeah, I feel you.
But that's what got me into the whole shit. So yeah, a huge Pharrell fan too.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I remember just seeing that shit. Or I think we talked about it the last time when we used to record videos on the VHS and shit.
Oh yeah,
me and my sister. So that was one of like the big major ones. But I think the coolest part too. Well, Lauren London is on this, and that's just blessings enough. But he, how he marketed his brand, he he introduced it through his own music video, bro. Like that's fucking
Mm-hmm.
that's genius. You just saved yourself probably millions of dollars like that, and it's still going on to this day. That's I forgot to mention BBC, man. Billionaire Boys Club is like still one of my favorite brands, dog.
Yeah.
That shit
I
is
remember when I first got into BBC shit, this was like 2015,
yeah.
2016. But now obviously they've been around for fucking years before
Yeah.
that. So,
Well, the thing was, it was hard to get. The only way you could get it was on the fucking internet, man.
oh, yeah.
Like you couldn't, or you
Yeah.
had to go to fucking wherever they had the stores at.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shit, where did I get this from?
wasn't gonna go to fucking. Was that what you're wearing right now? You wearing some BBC?
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
What
this
you
is
wearing,
Supreme. Yeah, it's Supreme. Huge Supreme fan too.
Yeah.
I'm not into it as much as I used to because
Yeah.
some of this shit is just
they just
fucking
make
expensive, bro.
yeah, and they make. I think they make a lot of shit. It's just like just to make shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And that's comes with fashion too. Is like you
Yeah.
gotta have some type of backing from
Mhm.
money because these are artists or these are people that are selling their things and it's not cheap. I'll be very honest with
No,
you.
for sure.
Especially like the whole fitted things too as well. Like they're
Oh, bro.
typically
yeah.
like 50 a pop depending on
Yeah,
which
and
one you
then
get.
gotta
So
you gotta pay shipping, so you're
Yeah.
looking at $80 already.
yeah, bro, it's fucking terrible. But one of the main things obviously we want to get into or I want to talk about is something you're actually dropping.
Okay.
I believe it's this week, but this episode probably won't be out till maybe Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
So, shit. As always, link in the description. Check out the music. But you're dropping an album.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. What kind of was the inspiration behind the whole album? And a couple songs on there.
Okay. Shit, man. So I always wanted to come out with the first one. Well, the first project. I wanted it to be, of course, a reflection of me. So I decided to name the album Las Palmas, and Las Palmas is a mini mall by down the street from where I grew up at, and we used to have like a Hollywood video. There used to be like a little phone store and shit like that, like but the HEB is like probably the most famous. There's a Luby's right around the corner. My parents used to pay their CPS bill right behind that. There's like a Dollar General. The library is directly next to it. I used to go to that library growing up. The cemetery directly across the street.
Yep.
Most of my family members are buried there. So I mean, bro, like I felt like that was the best name to represent me because that was and not all of it is actually talking about all the time that I spent there. But it's just like where it was rooted or where I'm rooted from. Like this is what made me. Even if I'm not like how do you say it, man? Just really like trying to show where I'm from. Like, and I don't name drop too much shit. It's just like this is the background of Las Palmas is the background of me. This is why this music is coming out, or this is the reflection of a boy, of a man from this side of town or from Las Palmas. I'm gonna put about I want to say 12 tracks on it, man, max. I don't want to overdo it. If you listen to my music, none of them are longer than the tracks aren't longer than 3 minutes. It's because I feel like not that nobody wants to hear 8 minutes long, because I love like a Kendrick Lamar Sing About Me joint. So I want to try to tell my story in a matter of like less than a minute and 15 seconds, or like a minute and 15 is really like what I want to max out on, and then do my hook bridge. But I'm just trying to make something that we could listen to 10 years from now or 20 years. Really, I don't want to do no shit for the season. That's why it's taking so long, and it's a process, bro. Like I wanted to talk about that, like about and actually the song I'm about to drop. Let me get to that. The song I'm about to drop is called Toasting, and it's produced by Yosh, the homie from Arizona. Blessed me with the beat, and should I send it back quick, bro? And he's been cool. He loves it. You know what I'm saying? He sent back his stems quickly and shit. So the shit's already done. It's already mastered. It'll be up on Friday.
For sure, man. This is random as fuck.
Yeah.
And when my parents got divorced.
Mhm.
moved to San Antonio because I'm originally from Corpus.
Yeah.
Moved to San Antonio. I stayed off of Couples
Yeah.
and don't remember the actual fucking intersection. Or it wasn't even an intersection. It was just down Couples. So there's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's Perales
Oh
Elementary.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's like 4 minutes away from my crib and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. So first grade up until I'm gonna say third, fourth.
Yeah.
I went to the elementary, so I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Crazy, man.
I don't know if you're going like it's Perales, you're going down a little bit. There's a corner store,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
and then the
about.
fucking La Fiesta used to be right there too as
Yeah,
well.
man.
I think it's like a WebMD now or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's wild to even fucking
Yeah,
remember that shit.
everything's
Yeah.
changing there. Like, and it's starting to look a little bit better, bro.
Yeah.
It still needs like a lot of work, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like it might be the next side that's gonna get gentrified, though.
I can feel that. Yeah,
You know?
I feel that. On top of that too, shit. I don't know if you there's I think it's still there. The Boys and Girls Club on
Oh,
19th Street. I
oh
think.
yeah, yeah, it's still there, bro. I
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to hoop there too. I used to
yeah,
play
yeah.
basketball too, bro.
Yeah, I went there for a couple years. Well,
Yeah.
the time I was there, so it was like 2 or 3 years. That's crazy. I just literally remember that when you started name dropping all these spots because
Yeah.
the CPS store was behind
Yeah,
in the
all
shopping
that
center.
shit.
The Lubies. Yeah, I just brought back a whole different type of memory. But
Yeah, that's probably like where, I mean, that's not where I spend most of my fucking time, but I remember vividly just like, that all of that. Like, that's
Mhm.
my childhood, bro.
Yeah,
For
for sure, for sure. Funny shit. It's probably the first time. That's the first time I ever got caught stealing at a convenience store.
real. Real
Yeah,
shit.
100%, bro. It was funny because it was a convenience store, and then we lived right on the back side of the
Mm.
actual spot. So I think I put up with like I don't know some candy and some soda, and my mom took me all the because
She
my
took
mom
you
was
back.
yeah she took me back, bro, and she made me put it back, and she made me apologize to the dude. So and yeah, she'll tell you that story though. Man, it was me, it was all of us. So I had two brothers, I mean 2 sisters, 1 brother. We all were fucking just doing dumb shit and stealing, and
I
then
feel you.
I was the only one that got caught. I was the
Damn,
only one
that's
that got
the
caught.
worst, bro.
Yeah, bro. So she made me go all the way back. But
Damn.
the I know you mentioned you want to talk about the process. So
Oh yeah. So yeah, for sure. Like I feel like and I'm not like, I appreciate everybody, bro. Like that's too. Let me say that first. I
Mhm.
appreciate everybody who like taps in with me, who like just like always just like talks to me about the music. Cause if you know me, I love the game. So and I've been in it, bro. So yeah, I love everybody for reaching out or like hitting me like, man, like when's it gonna drop? Or like, yo, send me like a leak or something. And I do. I'm gonna come clean. Like
hell yeah.
I'll send my homies that link. Or like really off rip. This is like all honesty. If I record a song and I really like it, some shit I record, I won't send it out to nobody. It's just like for me. But if I really think like, okay, this could be something, then I send it to my closest friends. And I won't even like ask anything. I'll just send it and then I'll get responses. I'm like, okay, but this is one. This is gonna be one. Um, but the process, bro, is so. I think people just think like, oh, he said he's gonna make music. Now every day he's gonna be working on music, and nothing's gonna get in the way. And what's taking so long? But it's like y'all want a good art piece. Like you gotta wait for it. And
Jesus.
but at the same time too, I know I hear people sometimes say like, oh well, oh they're gonna lose fans. They don't, if you don't drop anything, it's like I don't think that's true, bro. I think if people really like gravitate or like if you have like I'm not saying I have a cult following.
Mhm.
I'm saying if people fuck with you or they hear some good shit, like they're gonna want to hear some more, bro. And they're gonna want it to be better, to be honest. Cause if it's worse than the last one, it's like, why are you doing it for?
Yeah.
But it's a process, bro. Like I record the reference at home, and then I master that. I master my delivery, and then I get to the studio, and then I re-record it. And then when I re-record it, it gets a light mix, and then I pay for it to get mastered. So I mean, it's all a process, bro. Too, like I gotta wait on, and I'm not dissing on nobody because I know everybody has their own shit to do. That's like something I wanted to touch on too. It's like there's an outside life of making music. but it's also that outside life that fuels the music. So you got to experience shit to talk about. Or if I don't, and if I'm just at home making music every fucking day, I'm probably gonna be talking about how I'm stuck in my room making music every
Yeah.
day. So
Or the same shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta live, like you gotta experience shit, and it's such a long process. And two, you want to do certain shit certain ways, you know. So and not everybody, you want everybody to move at the same spot,
Mhm.
but at this point right now, well, in my life and everybody else's life, you know, you got shit to tend to, bro. So it's understandable. Everything's it's been a long, not too long. It's not stressful too, like because I love to do this shit, and I'm happy with the way
Yeah.
everything's coming out, bro. Really,
No, yeah, man. I appreciate you sharing that because there's a ton of people that
yeah.
are not in the inside doing anything. Yeah,
Anything,
anything at all. So they're just in from the outside looking in. So they don't
bro.
really, I guess, comprehend what goes into the actual work.
No, for sure.
Um, and not even the rapping part, singing part, whatever you're doing,
Yeah,
like the actual
yeah,
fixing the audio is what's really comes to life, or the
yeah, bro.
beat, the kind of that's what
Yeah, I
makes
got
it even better.
man. Shout out to Chromatic. Shout out to Tron. Shout out to Bobby Tarantino. I'm trying to shout out to Falco. Um, I there's other people who sent me shit. I appreciate it. But yeah, everything that I have on it, it's all different, bro. It's all
Yeah.
like versatile. I got one for everybody, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that, and your the length of the music too as well
Yeah.
is no, I feel that because I mean maybe I can attest to this too a little bit. Like we just, I guess people just have a low retention
Yeah,
type
no,
of thing that
exactly, bro.
when it
It's
comes to music or just everything in general.
scientifically proven and shit. So as well, I'm trying to make my music a business. I'm trying to make money. So
Yeah,
if my song is shorter, you're gonna listen to it more. You're gonna be like, damn, I wish it was longer. But I'm still finna run this bitch back 8 times and I'm only 10 minutes away from my crib. So you might start cruising a little bit because
yeah,
you want to keep hearing this shit. And I feel like that. Sometimes I'm like tired as fuck. I get home, I'm listening to a song I love. I'm not getting out till the fucking song is done. Or I might fucking open my door and let everybody hear it for a little bit and then turn this shit
yeah.
off, you know?
No, I feel that, bro. And I actually, it's funny you brought that up because I wanted to. This is just a random fact. I probably should have mentioned when we were talking about random facts. I
Yeah.
got into the whole streaming business and how streaming
Yeah.
works, and like Spotify and
Hmm.
distributions, like
Yeah.
where to upload shit. Like this is just random shit.
Oh,
I was,
that's
I was on like
gyms,
for,
bro. Those are gyms.
yeah. I was just doing just random research. So a lot of artists are doing like the whole less than 3 minutes type shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes even like
2.
2 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the streaming part,
Hmm.
that's how you make money. Obviously, so when you run it back, it's just obviously more streams, and it works out differently versus how it used to be. CDs, where you can just put out certain shit where it's there, and if they buy it, then that's where your money comes from. So
Yeah.
yeah, a little different. But
It's crazy, bro.
what was so you said 12 tracks. You
Yeah.
mentioned one, but
Toasting.
what was it called? I'm sorry.
Toasting.
Okay,
Like
toast. Is
toasting. Yeah, like toasting.
Gotcha.
Champagne.
Is that your favorite one, or do you have a favorite one
Uh
without the actual within the
shit.
actual list?
Uh I think right now my favorite joint is Blue. It's dope. It's called Blue. It's after the champagne bottle.
Yeah, yeah,
It's hard, bro. That's like I ride to it. And to be honest, I've gotten within this past few years, like 2 years, to be completely honest, I wasn't riding around to my own shit. Like I would just record it and then that was it. And then I was on to the next one. Like I need to make a better one. But now I'm like, okay, my structures, my songwriting's getting better, my structure, my delivery's getting better. Everything's sounding right. But Blue's definitely dope. I actually got a Mario Barrios reference on that bitch, and it's crazy, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the only reason why I laughed when he said that is
Yeah.
because you brought that previous podcast sesh, and then on top of that, that's I mean, you're an avid fucking drinker of that. So
Yeah,
my question
yeah.
is, what's the whole story behind that, bro?
Drinking,
Yeah,
just period.
or that specific, because I think
Oh, the blue, the blue.
yeah, the blue.
Okay, so I mean, I'm just like for like a few years ago, maybe I want to say like 5, 6 years ago, my homies were really on the champagne tip, and I wasn't on game. They worked at a wine distillery. Shout out Falco, BT. So they were kind of like sipping. I'm like, okay, and I had already tried, like, of course, New Year's. Your parents give you like a little bit of champagne or whatever the fuck, but um, just this maybe like 5 years ago, yeah, I started drinking like Moet and Clico, and of course you hear like these. I'm influenced, by who I listen to and shit. So that's what they're sipping. That's I'm like, oh, let's see what's up with this. Let's see what's up with Hennessy. But I mean, it's just like even too. I've been drinking. It sounds terrible. I've been drinking Hennessy for probably like 11 years, bro. Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but the blue is just like it was the newest. It's the newest drop from Rick Ross's Bel Air line.
Mhm.
It's sparkling wine champagne, but it's cool, man. It looks dope. I think it tastes better than it looks, to be
Mhm.
honest. And it's just like a hint of like blueberry, but I sound like I'm the fucking spokesman for Bel Air Blue right now.
Nah, bro.
But it's just like yeah. I
Yeah,
like the way it tastes, bro.
presentation is dope. I'll give you
Oh,
that. Yeah,
bro, for
presentation
sure.
dope. I've never tried it before.
I was gonna bring a bottle over here, but I was like, "Fuck!" I was drinking the last time I came. I'm gonna be drinking again. They're gonna be like, "All this motherfucker does is sip champagne."
It's not even that bad.
Yeah,
You should have brought it, but yeah, man. I've always because like I said, you brought that, and I think yeah, I just think I think you're at different functions. I just peep on IG, and
yeah,
you have that bottle there, so it's just pretty fucking dope to actually
yeah,
see that. Like I said, you and like one other person that I can think of right now that actually kind of fucks with that. So
yeah.
I've always wanted to know the actual story.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta pull up with that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely next time or something we could just kick it. The blue joint is really dope though, man. I think that, yeah, personally, I listen to that shit a lot. I have another one called Shrimp Souffle.
yeah.
I got another joint called West Coastin'. I got another one with and it's I'm actually I'm giving out I might be giving out too much. But I'm putting like a record that I've done with Mason Duran on it. It's called Race. And that was like one of my favorite verses too of the years.
Mhm.
Super, super player, dog. It's
Fuck with
crazy.
it. Fuck with it. So this Friday, obviously, like I said, next week I'll probably release this episode. So this October 1st, right?
Yeah.
So toasting, and then when is the actual album drop?
See, and I don't want to put a date on it, man.
Gotcha.
I wanted to, so I was shooting for September 21st. But I was still working on like the cover, and I'm actually doing
Mhm.
merch, and I want to do the album release party. So I don't want to set a date because I feel like there's still so much that needs to be touched. Like it's not even getting the finishing touches. There's still joints. Actually, there's two more joints that I want to do I haven't even recorded, but I know for sure I don't want the album without those two songs.
I fuck with it, bro.
You
I
know?
fuck with it. So toasting, run that back.
Yeah.
October 1st this Friday. I mean, that makes perfect sense, bro. Because
you
the
know?
process is, the only thing that I can say is just fucking take your time, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's just it comes with your
Yeah.
fucking craft. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was reading a tweet, and this person was asking last month if um how do you come up with deadlines for certain shit when you're trying to
Yeah.
perfect something?
No, yeah, and
And
it's fucking hard,
yeah,
bro.
it's
That's
hard.
like and I'll say that's like a problem for me. Like I could say that, like, recognizing that in myself that meeting a deadline is kind of hard for me
Mhm.
because too I change my mind so many times or I have new ideas to where I'm like I don't want that on there or I want to put this on there. Like, and it's my world, bro, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the cool thing about making my music is that it's my music,
Yeah. Drop it whenever you
For
want.
sure.
Release shit whenever you want. I fuck with that heavy.
Mhm.
Shit, bro. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say before we head up out of here?
Shit, man. Shit, I'm just happy. I'm happy where I'm at, bro. I'm happy that you invited me here. Um, Everything's gonna be what they expected from the album. Definitely more, because I know that this is gonna be something that is It's gonna be forever. It's a timeless sound. I have people that are just as good as me on there. Um, and everything's from the soul. This ain't no bullshit. I'm not trying to be nobody else. This is not no gangster shit. This is not gonna be no, I'm not gonna be talking shit either about other people or no shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be me, bro. It ain't no my gimmick. My gimmick is being me, really being myself. I'm gonna sell myself to y'all, you know? So
100%, bro. 100%,
for
dog.
sure.
Appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
through, dog. Yeah, of course.
Appreciate you.
Apologize on the mix-up. October 1st, toasting. Album date, TBD, TBA,
Yeah, nah.
whatever you want to call it.
It's-
But yeah, shout out to Roland one more time, bro.
Man.
He's such a dope person, man. This is just coming from a personal level, dog. I've been peeping your shit, and
For sure, man.
that just gives you a testament to what type of person you're on. Because obviously, you don't give a fuck what people think about the process.
Yeah.
You're yourself when releasing this actual music. I'll be the first one to tell you, there's not a lot of people like that, bro.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
within this city, just
Yeah.
in general. So it's really dope to actually see the type of craft you're perfecting to actually release something like this. So
No, for sure, man.
shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Shit, if you're still watching right now, man, appreciate that. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Shit, listen to the music. Obviously, it's gonna be a description. Wait for the album. Obviously, I'm the first one to post that shit.
For
I'll show
sure.
some love too as well. So
Love.
yeah, of course. Appreciate you guys. Till next time. Peace.